Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. If you haven't already, please be sure to like this video. And if you're not subscribed, you might want to subscribe so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Shout out to my moderators that are already in the building. Shout out to just loyal subscribers to the channel. Decided to do a quick recap of Nene's interview with Straight from the A. And as always, we cite our sources, so be sure to check out the full interview in the description of this video. What's going on, everyone? I'm going to give everyone a moment to get into the chat. TikTok, if you're wondering, first of all, don't tell me to hurry up. Because TikTok, technically, I will turn off from TikTok and just focus here. All right? Thank you very much. Never rush a tourist. We're stubborn. So when you say hurry up, I'm going to take a little bit longer. I'm going to take a little bit longer. Oh, goodness. So as I said to you before, I want to discuss the Nene Leakes interview. You know, just last week, we talked about her interview with Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked. And I wanted, what's going on, everyone in the chat? I see you guys. Thank you, Miriam. Miriam says, take your time. It's Friday. Exactly, Miriam. Exactly. Take your time. It's Friday. Calm down. Yes, Taurus Gang. TikTok and my Taurus Gang is already there. All right. But you know, I like to get to the information, but I also like to give people time. Some people didn't know that we were going live. Originally, I was going to do it at 5 o'clock. Then I realized I had an appointment. And I was like, oh, can't do it. So I pushed it back to 6 o'clock. So I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you, Grandma Scary, for always supporting the channel. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, hi, y'all. Well, hi, all. I added the y'all. It's Friday, y'all. And if you don't know, we already have a new episode of my podcast, Kempire Radio, is now available. So if you're looking for an unedited version of some of the hot topics that we talk about here on the channel, be sure to subscribe to Kempire Radio on your favorite podcast platform. That is available right now. So let's talk about, we already have almost 100 people in the chat, and I appreciate you guys. We did a premiere earlier talking about LaToya Forever, addressing Fallon Gobadi's exclusive interview with our friends over at Up and Adam. Look, since then, there's been more. There's been more. So before we get into the Nene Leakes interview, I do want to talk about this a little bit. So let's get into that. First of all, let me just pull up the report. Shout out to our friends over at the Kempire Report Daily, because you know we love to cite our sources. Hold on, y'all. Let me just pull it up because I decided at the last minute to talk about this, and I want to show this to you. Hold on, y'all. Let me just minimize this. Okay. So after we did our report earlier, it wasn't over for LaToya. Is LaToya trying to get a peach? What is she trying to do? I think it's done. I think it's done. From what I heard, she's not coming back. Why are you so pressed about Fallon? Fallon couldn't hurt a fly. Why are you so pressed, LaToya? Anyways, so as I said to you before, if you missed my report earlier, LaToya addressed the interview, and let me just backtrack just a little bit. So let's go here. Let me just share the screen with you guys. Let's go here. TikTok, if you want to see what I'm talking about, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're also live on Facebook, The Kempire, and Kempire Daily on Facebook as well. We're live on Twitter as well, and live on Twitch. All right, let me share my screen. Okay. So, as I reported earlier, the Kempire Report got this comment from LaToya Forever in regards to Fallon Gobadi's interview with Up and Adam. And LaToya said, if lying to stay relevant was a person. Well, it didn't stop there. It didn't stop there. She went on to say, let's scroll on up. LaToya posted this in her story. Whatever, Fallon, no last name said is bold-faced lie. Please focus on your fourth baby daddy. Hashtag respectfully. Oh, LaToya. Like, why is this important? Fallon's not going to be on the show anymore. Like, why are you having beef? You're grown with 3 kids. Yes, it's with one father, but that doesn't mean anything. You're grown. I would hope you're grown. Well, it didn't stop there. As you can see here, make sure you guys are following the Peach Report Daily. I really do enjoy following them. Fallon posted this, said, I never said your name, darling. Your lies are showing. Then the guy that Simon Gobadi accused Fallon of having a baby with and cheating on him with, yes. He responded, said, you need to worry about why your husband is in Fallon's DMs. She's too classy to say it, but I'm not. It's the shade for me. It's the shade for me. Then Vaughn, because apparently they're back together, responded to Jalen with the, I'm going to say the super soaker emoji, the water gun emoji, saying, you better ask him how I had him running, then watch your mouth. Jalen Banks responded to him, you sound a little peachy. Wait, why are these queens fighting? Why are these queens fighting? And when I say that humorously. I say it humor. Is that a word? I'm making up words all the time, y'all. The back and forth between you guys are sounding a little peachy. Are you both trying to look for a peach? It is what it is. It is what it is. I just wanted to update you on that before we jumped into this Nene Leakes interview. Just last week, we reported on Nene Leakes talking about, life after the Real Housewives of Atlanta. As you know, she has the CYNTHIA Lounge, which looks really amazing. Honestly, it looks like a really cool. Is it a club? I'm not sure. I know it's a lounge. It's called a lounge. But can you go there during the day and have food and stuff like that? I know they serve food. Anyone been? Anyone been? Anyways. All right. Let's get into this. Let's get into the breakdown of this situation. So, as I said to you before, Straight from the A did an exclusive interview with Nene just this week, and it was posted. And this was probably like my third time listening and watching this interview. She seems to have a familiarity. I can't speak today, y'all. With Michelle over at Straight from the A, they have a relationship, obviously. So, I thought this interview, although I feel Michelle went soft on her. A little bit. But look, we could critique everyone's interview style. It is what it is. I appreciate what we got from it because we still got things from it. It is Nene. And she addressed a few different things. She addressed her relationship with MARLO. She addressed Cynthia. But it was the things that she alluded to about KANDI, that was a little disturbing. It was a little troubling. But we'll see. Nicole, thank you, Nicole, for reminding me. Schoolboy is supposed to be going to the CYNTHIA Lounge. I posted, and you'll see if you scroll all the way up to the comments of this particular video, someone was like, what do you mean by protect the avatar? Sometimes y'all need to understand, when I do my little thumbnails, I'm being facetious. If you watch the Monica from All About the Tea interview, that was one of the things that was said. We will be recapping what's been going on with All About the Tea and their former panelists at 9 p.m. Eastern, depending on when I finish dinner. So if you're not subscribed or if you haven't set your reminder on, be sure to set your reminder on for that video. Crystal says, sometimes you have to go soft in the interview to get the tea. Possibly. Look, so let's just go over some of the things in the interview. So as I said to you before, this interview will be cited in the description of this video. Shout out to Michelle from Straight from the A. So they had a really interesting interview, and Michelle asked her about her current relationship with MARLO. Everyone wonders. MARLO has said that they're still, good friends, but she's giving her some time. Nene wants to know time for what? But we do know that Nene, lost her aunt who was like a mother to her. She lost her job. Let's be real. She lost her job. And basically, Nene says that the relationship is not the same. She also said that Marlo has said multiple times that she's going to come to the Lanithia Lounge. She said that none of the ladies have come to the Lanithia Lounge. But I wonder if that has to do with just because Nene hasn't cultivated those relationships in a real way. It's hard for me to think, oh, they're not coming just not to support her. But based on what she said about Kandi, I mean, I understand if Kandi never sees the inside or outside of the Lanithia Lounge or any place that Nene Leakes owns, because she has been shading her in every single interview, alluding to her as being a house. You can finish the sentence. And if I know there's going to be some people in the chat like, what, a house? What, a house? I don't want to say it here on the channel. I don't use those types of words. She didn't even say it in the interview. And she got that terminology from Jason when she did the interview. So, but backtracking back to Marlo, it seems as if, look, we know what Marlo's game is. Marlo is friends with whoever's going to keep her on the show. That's real. And I can respect it. I can respect it because that's what it is. I think maybe Nene thought it was something else. She has said really amazing things about Nene. You saw her say it in her Speak On It interview with Kandi. She said, she's helped me out. She's helped me out multiple times in regards to, getting money and staying on the show and doing other things. So Marlo has given Nene credit. It just seems as if I think Nene needs people to bow down to her. And we've seen that. We've seen that before. We see exactly why she's not on the show. She expected Bravo to bow down to her and give her the money that she wanted, allegedly. We have 300 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. If you're not subscribed, you might want to subscribe. This is the one place where you're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, so much more. I just posted a couple of videos on my TikTok because I was creating so much stuff here. I've been neglecting my TikTok fam, and I don't want to do that. There you get under a minute hot topics, even though I now have the feature for 3 minutes on TikTok. So stay tuned, TikTok. We're gonna have to do something special for TikTok. You got to remember where you came from. All right, so backtracking to this Nene interview, she also talks about Cynthia Bailey, and she alludes to that Cynthia Bailey probably won't be coming back to for a new season. What does she know? Let's take a listen to a part of the clip. As I said to you before, you can hear the full interview with Michelle from Straight from the A. A link is in the description of this video, but I do want to play a part of the interview. Give me 1 second. Let me just cue this up. Oh, backtrack. Before we play the Cynthia part, I do want to play a little part where she talks about Portia's situation and the machine, as you probably saw the thumbnail behind it. She talks about the machine, the Bravo machine. I'm going to call it the Bravo machine. She says it was the machine that really made the Portia situation go viral. I thought that was fascinating. I thought that was fascinating that she brought that up. Let me just cue this up for you guys so you can hear what she had to say. And don't forget, we will be going live later on tonight to talk about more YouTube street stuff. Just saying. Hold on, y'all. Let me cue this up so you can hear it.
So, I wanted to send her a text because I knew people were coming after her and it was tough.
So what do you think about that? Like all the backlash she's been getting, like she went viral. Like I was just like, for what? As far as you're dating.
She went viral because you have to understand. She went viral because not just because she was dating a castmate husband. People have a way of being able to help you go viral. You're in
the machine.
Yeah, the machine. So the machine wanted to put that out there because the machine wanted to make sure they have viewers. So that she could have said that and the machine not been behind her. It would just been on these blogs and everybody would have said what they said. Mm-hmm. But they supported it to go viral.
Stop it there. As I said to you before, you can hear you can watch the full interview on Straight from the A's website, but I posted the link to her YouTube so you can see the full interview. We'll be playing little clips that I feel are important. Speaking of, I thought that was interesting that she brought up the machine. The machine. We've talked about that before. We talked about production being behind someone, but I never really thought about the machine of Bravo, of course, they want Portia to play out. Of course, this is driving people to watch the next season, especially because season 13 was so lackluster, and also season 13 didn't have the ratings that they were expecting. So if they could get a juicy story like this one where everyone has been talking about it, of course, this is something that Bravo allegedly would want to push out there for it to show up on some of your most unexpected platforms, like a CNN. We shall see. But that was only a small part. She did say that Portia also has not come to the Nethia Lounge, and she lives right around the corner from Nene, and she said she hasn't even seen her before. She hasn't seen her. I do remember, though, not too long ago during the pandemic, both Portia and PJ went over and they hung out with her on her yard. So not sure what's happened since then. Look, we know a lot of these relationships aren't real. That's why I love shows like Family Karma, because those people are really hanging out with each other when they're not filming. But I'm digressing. We'll focus. But she talked about Cynthia. You know, Cynthia, her future on The Real Housewives of Atlanta has been up in the air. We've reported, oh, she might be coming back. Oh, we're not sure if she's going to get a pickup. It's between her and KANDI. Well, according to Nene, she believes that Cynthia is going to move to California and, you know, live the married life. She doesn't see Cynthia coming back for another season. She also doesn't believe that she should come back for another season. Let's take another listen to a part of this interview. Hold on, y'all.
Perfect timing, because this season was crap. You know, we followed the ratings every week. It was 1 point something, 1.3, 1.2. You know, look, Cynthia's wedding, 1.1.
It was the lowest wedding ever.
I mean, was it a wedding though? She only got 10 seconds. She got 10 minutes in the whole wedding episode.
And she'll tell you what they think.
Okay. Do you believe she's coming back?
No.
Oh.
I mean, she shouldn't have come back many seasons ago. But, you know,
As a friend?
She could have come back as a friend. That would have been fine. And she'll probably show up a lot this season. And if she comes back, you asked me if I think she will come back. This is just my opinion. I think she should have been gone. That's what my opinion is. And I think she is gone. And I think she'll say that she moved to LA or something like that. And I hope so. And I wish her well and all those things. But I think that if you ever followed this show since season 1, you should see the shift, and you would look at the show and say, wow, certain people still here and certain people are gone. That tells you just a lot. Right?
Well, let's be real right now. Because, you know, I always talk about this alliance, so I've heard you speak about the alliance as well. Yeah.
Before we get to the quote-unquote alliance, because apparently Nene really feels as if she was pushed out. And that will segue us into talking about KANDI. But before we talk about KANDI, so she believes that Cynthia should have been gone a long time ago. According to Nene, she believes that Cynthia should have been gone. And look, some of you might agree with her. You know, and that was part of the reason when they had their last falling out. She was like, you just insinuated I should just lose my job. Look, it is what it is. But come on. You, as we reported in the Jason Lee interview that she did, she and Cynthia are no longer friends. If they see each other, she would be like, hello. But other than that, she's not going to do more than that. It is what it is. First of all, we have almost 400 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics here on the channel. And don't forget, a new episode of my podcast, Protect the Avatars, out. We're talking all of some of your favorite hot topics in an uncensored way. So be sure to check that out. Kempire Radio on all of your favorite podcast platforms. It's now available. Don't forget, at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will be going live. We will be going live to cover more. I know you saw the interview. I know you saw the bishop talk. I know you saw schoolboy talk. I know you saw So Debonair talk. Well, now we're going to talk. We're going to talk and cover the story. But backtracking to this Nene interview, first of all, shout out to everyone that's already in chat. I see you guys. I have fun with these thumbnails, y'all. Look, there's so many things to be serious about in life. Can we have a little fun? So backtracking. So look, we already know Nene has no loyalty to Cynthia. She does not see it for Cynthia. She thinks Cynthia could go. She also says in this interview that she thinks that there are at least 2 housewives that should have been left. Nene, were you one of those 2? Okay. So let me play a little bit more for you, because she talked about this alliance and she talks about this house. You finish the sentence. I'm not going to finish the sentence. Okay, let's play a little bit more for you guys so you can hear. As I said to you before, as always, we cite our sources. Be sure to check out the link in the description of this video so you can see the full interview with Nene and Michelle from Straight from the A. Hold on.
And the alliance being Kenya, KANDI, and Cynthia, and whoever else they decide to add to the alliance. Sometimes it's Eva, sometimes it was MARLO. It just depends, So once the alliance formed, wasn't that when all of the drama started? Like, these people are like, what I feel, are self-producing or creating their own situations or deciding who they feel should be the queen bee. Like, is that what's going on? I mean, I'm asking from your perspective.
I believe there is an alliance.
Okay.
Okay.
So who's in the alliance?
But the alliance, who's in there? Like, there's a machine behind the alliance.
Okay.
Okay. Understand that first.
Okay.
And I don't really. To be honest, you can call the alliance. That's really not the right word. They're really house. That's what they are. Oh. They really are, because they are working with a machine to try to demise another Black woman, and that's how they're able to stay there, and they're doing insane things behind the scene, and that's what.
Okay, since you brought that up, remember this text that was going back and forth between Portia, Kandi, and they say you and whoever else, and I was the one who leaked it, and they don't know where I got it from, but they were saying that Portia didn't like the fact that Kandi went over everybody's head, and then Portia did a video saying that,
she thought it was a good.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, how did all of a sudden Portia decide to like co-sign everything?
I think that Portia said, I think it was a good thing that she went over her head, because I think people, they know that certain people who work for the house, they would possibly put them on the chopping block. So they just,
So they were okay with it?
No, they weren't okay with it. They weren't okay with it when it was happening. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm saying once it came out publicly, they said, I'm okay with it. I think it was a good thing that you were doing, because they know there's a house person, okay? They know there's a person that's working for the house. And it will probably go against them. It's like a strike.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Sort of. I mean, from my perspective, if I recall correctly, because it's been a while since we talked about these texts, but it was like, everybody wanted to go to the network for different reasons, or they wanted to go together and present.
I was the one that said, as you comes out publicly, it looks like somebody else decided to do this. I just find it hilarious. Okay. I have.
Okay.
So what happened was, I reached out to, we have 2 different group texts. Mm-hmm. We have an all-caps group text, and we have a text that consisted of me, Portia, Tanya, and MARLO, because we all talked, and they kind of over their talked, right? And so I asked my text over here with Tanya, Portia, and MARLO, that since this whole Black Lives Matter thing is happening, why don't we all come together and go to the network and the production company and ask them to make some sort of donation in our name, because we were the only Black cast on the network for a very long time. Just do something in the name of the Black shows that are on the network. Or if the network didn't want to do it, let's go to the production company and ask them to make a donation in our name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Because they did say that they were contributing, but $100 million towards.
I think that was Comcast was doing that. Okay. And it's just everybody under the umbrella kind of like, yeah, that's what we said we doing.
Okay.
But I personally asked the girls, and we kind of strategized about it. And I said, Portia, well, you kind of talk to a couple of them over there. Mm-hmm. I don't. So why don't you say it in the text message that, hey, let's all come together, because I wanted it to be a group thing. I don't want us to be doing it over here. They're not doing it. Mm-hmm. So she did. Mm-hmm. She said, let's all come together and go to the production company network. And then we all did say we would do it. And then somehow Kandi was like, I already done talked to her. And when she went weakened us, because really we still are African American women. Mm-hmm. There's still some different times that we live in,
and technically y'all are still a group.
So we needed to be
one
strong
goes outside the group.
And talk to them. To me, it's like it felt like you're giving them heads up. I mean, you're telling them it weakens us. That's all I can tell you. At that point, we were just like, forget it. So instead of them saying that's actually what really, really happened, mm-hmm. which they said it in my text message, they were saying they didn't really love it. Mm-hmm. But in the other text message, they were, woo woo, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. But really, at the end of the day, all of them were sitting, probably like a lot of Black women do, going, well, I know what happens.
I don't want to cross.
I don't want to say that. I may not
burn any bridges.
Yeah. Is that burning the bridge though? It's like you can't be honest and speak up because your job may be in jeopardy, because you have a snitch that's always going back and saying stuff, and so that's what happened. That's just the truth. Wow.
A snitch that goes back and says everything. Who do you think she's talking about? Who do you guys think she's talking about? Hold on, let me take this off. Again, we will, as always, we cite our sources, so be sure to check out the link in the description of this video so you can see and support Michelle's full interview over at Straight From the A. We're talking about Nene Leakes' new interview with them, and she had some interesting things to say. And one of those things, as you saw the title of this live, Nene is coming at Kandi again. Why is she so hurt that Nene reached out to production? They've never been this unified situation. And even in Kandi's speak on it, she said, she actually talked about this donation. She was like, okay, what's a donation going to do without some sort of plan of action? And that's exactly what reportedly, according to Kandi, is what she did on her own. Kandi's her own businesswoman. She's her own business entity. Before she came on this show, she was her own business entity. So I get why Kandi did not go in with the rest of the ladies about a business thing that she's thinking about. And basically, this is like me going to a group of my friends saying, oh, I got this idea. I think we should all do it, but I have no plan. You even heard in this interview, Nene say, oh, we were thinking of some sort of donation. Even now, there was no plan. There was no actual plan of action. And that's what a lot of people are wondering now when people ask, what should we do in regard to when we say Black Lives Matter and we need to have Black people at the table? Look, it's more than being at the table. It's more than being at the table. So I do think she sort of confirmed a lot of what Kandi said in her speak on it. And you know what? Later after this live, I will cite Kandi's speak on it where she addresses this issue as well. Because, here we like to cite our sources. So I don't want you guys to think like, when did Kandi say that? Well, I mean, you could technically go to her YouTube channel and watch it yourself, but I'll make it easier for you. We have almost 500 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. Don't forget, we'll be live at 9 p.m. Eastern to protect the avatar. And I don't mean it literally, y'all. That's what came up during the live. That came up during the live. Someone came in this chat, was like, what do you mean protect the avatar? Calm down. How about you watch the video first before you jump down my throat? But maybe I want to protect the avatar. We shall see. Stay tuned. Let me post the link for you guys to call in. We already have a few callers already. Let me just post call-in link. Again, I think I saw you say you didn't know this was an actual live. Yes, this is an actual live. This is an actual live. I'm right here. Let me just link this up. Hold on. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics. And if you're not following me on social media, everything is at TheKempire. Love connecting with you all on social media. I've been getting, look, if I don't respond to your DMs, it's nothing personal. I'm getting a lot of DMs. Okay, let's take a couple of callers because I want to hear what people have to say. Callers, please keep it brief because we have quite a few people on the line and I want to get to everyone. All right, I'm going to start with a familiar face. Lisa, ready for me? Okay, hold on. Let me do. Lisa, what's going on?
How you doing?
I'm
Happy
fantastic.
Friday. It's the weekend, baby.
Yeah, thank God. Not that that means anything to me.
But now, I'm going to say this right here. LaToya need to get her life. Okay? I don't know why she got a problem with filing for her. That girl ain't worried about you, LaToya. Go on with you and your man. You and your young toy, okay? And I like the way Jalen came back at her. I like that.
Me too.
He's cool with me. But I'm gonna tell you about Nene Leakes. She's the sense. To me, she seemed just like Monique. Okay, you left the show or they fired you, whatever. Back, go have several seats. I used to be a fan of both of y'all, but both of y'all get on my nerves. Y'all talking. Okay, go have several seats. Don't nobody care no more. Okay, I'm gonna go back and sit back. Like I went to go see Candace's restaurant. I'm gonna go back to Leafly Lounge and see how it go. Okay, I'm coming, so don't worry. Cause I'm sick, you know what I'm
I
saying?
want to know. You have to report back. I want to know how it was.
If I probably don't go this one, I probably go when I come back from 4th of July. So I'm going home. Yeah.
We'll wait. Look, we'll wait. You sound like Marlo right now.
You know I'm gonna tell you how it is, boo.
Look, you know you sound like Marlo. Marlo keeps telling Nene, "I'm coming," and it still ain't showing up.
I'm soon as I go, and I might go live. Okay, and because I'm going with my nieces. But I'm gonna tell you like this: she seems pathetic now because you kind of be relevant. Okay, you got this show on Zeus or whatever they're supposed to be. God bless you. Whatever y'all endorses is, but y'all keep on talking about the girls from the show. These girls ain't worrying about you no more. Ain't nobody worrying about you. You can't stay running just like Monique was. And I'm sick of it. Go have several seats, like I said, and may God bless y'all to the fullest. But stop talking about Candace ain't worrying about you, girl. Candace got a whole lot. She got to worry about this Blaze restaurant. Okay, because they said they'll shut it down again. Allegedly. Okay. So ain't nobody worrying about it no more. Go sit down, honey. And I used to be I'm a big fan. Big fan of Nene's. Big fan. I used to ride and die with her like I used to do with Portia. No more Portia and Nene on her way on that side. Go have several seats.
Lisa.
Okay. I understand. Yeah, you mad at somebody, and truly thought I wouldn't think this. And I've been telling everybody this. If the money is right and if the producers and the network executive thought she can come back and she can bring the ratings back up, they'll bring because she start normally she go in on Andy, but ladies, the little interviews she been doing lately, she ain't been going in on him. So they probably in some kind of talks secretly. So I'm like I said, if they think she can bring the ratings back up, they'll bring her back. Somebody gonna eat some hummer pie, and they'll bring her back.
Lisa, thank you so much for calling.
I love you, darling. Have a good weekend, darling.
You too. All right, Maria, I'm gonna bring you up. Hey.
Hey, Kempire. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Team Nene.
Okay.
I've been watching the show for long enough to see right through all the BS. And what she said about Kandi is mostly accurate because at the end of the day, Kandi is very strategic. Kandi is very manipulative. Kandi never stands on her own. She always has everybody else doing all of her dirty work, and she's not really entertaining. Yet she has managed to stay on the show for all of these seasons and all of these years. And Nene was always been the breakout star. And granted, they've never been like close friends or anything, but I feel like she is definitely protected by the network. She is supported by the network. Hence, can just go on, the show and just, promote her businesses and, just go on the trips and the lunches and the dinners. And she doesn't really do much. It's always her family members, her employees. It's always the same thing with Kandi. You know what I'm saying? It's always my mom doesn't like Todd. You know what I mean?
We didn't get that this season.
Yeah, we didn't, but it's always more or less the same thing. And
So why do you think the producers decide to keep Kandi on the show?
because I think they want to showcase an African American woman successful. She's been in the industry for a long time. She's basically she's her own, like the show didn't make her, famous or rich or whatever. She's been around for a long time, and they want to showcase, somebody that's successful and that didn't build their career off of housewives. Because if you look at everybody else, maybe with the exception of Kenya a little bit, because Kenya was known in the 90s, everybody built their career off of housewives, or maybe they were married to somebody,
Yeah.
but I think with Kandi, she's very sneaky. She's almost like a sniper.
Oh.
Even yeah,
Not a sniper.
yeah, like she always likes to throw rocks and hide her hands, and she's not the most honest person.
And how would you know that, Maria?
I just, even with this whole Bolo thing, I feel like she low key like produces the show in a way. Like
Okay.
if you really pay attention, it's just, I don't know. She likes to pretend like she doesn't really know what's going on, and I just,
It seemed to me though is that she was trying to keep Portia or the lady's secret of that night. She wanted to keep it private.
no, but then why would she tell Marlo? And then Marlo later on exposed that Kandi was the one telling her. And she was like kikiing with Dawan. And she likes to literally, what she does is she's the puppet master. She tells
Oh my gosh,
everybody
she's a
else.
puppet master.
She is a
Wow.
puppet master, even with like Kenya and how Kenya loves Kandi. Kenya respects Kandi. Kenya would never cross Kandi. Why do you think that? She knows that Kandi, she has these dealings with Bravo. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Candies, if you really, because I've been watching the show for a long time, and it's very obvious how she operates, to me at least, in
Okay.
my opinion.
And that's why we love when everyone call. I'm glad you called in because I like to hear other people's opinions in regards to these stories. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. Let's bring up some familiar faces. Hold on. Twan.
Yep.
And who is this woman? I want to protect my avatar. Okay, I will start with Twan. Twan, what are your thoughts on this new interview that Nene has done with Straight from the A?
Man, a hit dog will holler. A hit dog will holler, and that dog is screaming. It's very unfortunate because you have to accept now. Let's be clear. People saying, "Oh, well, she's accepting interviews. She know that they're going to ask her these questions." Me personally, you don't have to accept these interviews. I mean, you're desperate for putting yourself back on the map some way, somehow, to the point that you are accepting any and every interview that would give you an opportunity to trash talk people who have really been good to her, in my opinion. Kandi have hired this woman to do something for her show that she was doing with the group. This woman had did nothing wrong, but like I told you, I think it was yesterday or the day before, last time I was on here. She's been threatened by Kandi since the beginning of Kandi being on the show, because Kandi came with a fan base. She came with a name. She was a household brand already. And she knew the attention probably would have been taken off of her because this person was already famous. So Nene has always been that one to attack somebody that's well known, or, she feel threatened by.
Do you think, though, partially why she's doing these interviews? Remember, she has a business that she's trying to promote, and she's not on Housewives right now.
Well, no, she is promoting her business, but what I'm saying is accepting all types of interviews. I'm sure that she already know they want to ask Real Housewives of Atlanta questions. And because she's picking and choosing, I mean, some people might call it strategic, smart, or whatever, but in my opinion, I'm not going to be too thirsty or sign my soul over to the devil by doing all interviews and answering all types of questions.
Wait. Because I like to be fair here. Straight from the A is an Atlanta blog, has Atlanta presence. So let's not make it seem as if she's just doing any old interview.
Well, no, what I mean by, all right, let me rephrase that. Not just doing any old interviews. Anybody that's going to give her a platform to talk what she want to talk and speak her truth, which is her truth. Don't make it right or wrong. It's her truth. What I'm saying is, I feel when it comes to Nene, she know they're going to ask these questions. At some point, you got to sit here and say, I respectfully decline to answer these questions. And they're probably only giving her the interviews just so they can try to get a rise out of her when it comes, or not a rise, but get those type of questions out and her answer, just so she could still promote her business. Like, if they really care, let the lady move on. Let's stop talking about Atlanta Housewives with Nene Leakes. She is not Atlanta Housewives no more.
But then we wouldn't be having this live right now.
Well, listen, it's always good for someone. I love talking about any goddamn thing, but when it comes to me, I just really think she's a hit dog hollering.
Oh, God.
She's definitely a hit dog hollering. I had to close my window. I thought I heard her all the way up here.
You know what? I can't stand you, Twad. Stay on the line. All right. Coletta, I'm going to bring you up. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
You have a beautiful smile. How are you?
Thank you. I just want to say, I feel like Nene is she's selfish and she's all about herself. And so, speaking on Kandi, which I love, and I love Cynthia. Cynthia is such a sweet person. I don't even see how you can really say anything bad about them. And I'm kind of like Kandi. I'm going to take initiative and do what I got to do, And that's what they did, because they didn't really have a plan. And asking for a donation is not always the answer, So I don't know. I just feel like Nene needs to go and have several seats. Please just sit down, It's crazy. Why she still bashing them at this point?
Do you think, I'm sure you probably heard the other callers say that they believe that Kandi is sneaky. And that's not the first time I've heard people call Kandi sneaky and that she's a sniper.
I don't get that from her. I think she's really genuine and she's a smart lady. She's more business than they are. That's how I feel about it. Yeah. I don't get that from Kandi. I think she's really genuine and she loves to help, and she helps everybody.
Yeah, she's literally helping a bunch of people. Thank you, Coletta, for calling. I appreciate you.
Okay, thank you. This was my first time. I love watching you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to bring up Larga Curves. Larja, how are you?
Hey, I'm good, Kempire. I saw you over on the TikToks and been seeing you grow and grow, and I finally decided to call in because I am a Team Nene person, and I love Michelle A.T. Brown, and I thought it was a great interview personally, and I'm not sure why people would suggest that Nene should be quiet after these ladies have had her as their topic of conversation without her presence for the last season through a reunion through right now. So she could choose to continue to be quiet, but people like me, like, really wanted to hear more when it really happened.
Yeah.
I think that's the main issue for me personally, because I'm here for whatever she has to say. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
And she would know.
Honestly, I agree with you in that regard, because there were some little things that she said in this new interview that I was like, wait, the machine? I never thought about the machine behind the Porsche situation, but now I'm thinking that there are a lot of really good things that you can find in this interview, and that's why I keep telling people to listen to the full interview. But there were some things that I was like a little shocked at, especially because this is the second time that she's coming at Kandi. What are your thoughts on the things that she said about Kandi?
Well, as I feel like she's right. The other caller, Maria, I was in your chat. I was like, I totally agree. Kandi throws rocks and hides her hands, whether it's via Don Juan, whether it's via Carmen, whether it's via the geriatric old lady crew, whether it's letting her mom off her leash, whether she's
come on now. Let's not disrespect
Yes.
Mama Joyce. Come on.
Oh, that's not disrespect. She gets in it like she's young. She should take it like she's young then. This is just an observation as a viewer that.
Yeah, but we could make an observation like that and not say take her off her leash. Come on now.
No, it is. I feel like it is a take off your leash situation, because it's not. Mama Joyce isn't a Real Housewife of Atlanta. She's only there via Kandi. Therefore, all the mess that she inserts herself into could have been stopped had Kandi severed that and just told Mama Joyce to, hey, can you stop that for a second, Mom?
But then we wouldn't have had those really beautiful moments with Mama Joyce. I have to disagree with you with that part. We needed Mama Joyce.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that Mama Joyce is relevant or irrelevant. I think she did rely on her for a storyline. Like I'm saying, she used Mama Joyce for her storyline, because the whole time we're focusing on Mama Joyce, we don't have to focus on Kandi and her specific stuff, because now we're talking about her mama and how her mom treated her fiance's mother, or whatever we were talking about with Mama Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so leash might be a harsh term, but that's just my analogy for it. So it's just an analogy, Kempire. It's just
I'm about to say, I was like, look, you call me Teresa. I get the analogy, but I'm like, Lord.
Yeah, but the interview, I think it was good. I was kind of sad that she went with Jason Lee first. I really did want her to sit down with Michelle sooner. And just because she had that local vibe, I think like she could have got something out of her that we hadn't heard before. Like she did. We got a couple of things that we hadn't heard before. But overall, I feel like anybody who was going to let it be okay that Kandi, Kenya, Cynthia, even Eva gets asked about Nene in interviews, and all of them can say something, but when Nene replies it's an issue, that's part of what she's talking about. Like, why are people always trying to shut her down? Why are people wanting to discount her true experience as an OG of a series that we've come to love? Why are we so willing to discount her personal interaction with Kandi, which she's mentioned before? She's been consistent in her mentioning of her dealings with Kandi. She has not switched up the story. She hasn't embellished it. She's been consistent that in her belief, Kandi does this. And I think she called her a Terry Crews at one point. I'm not sure.
Oh Lord, that's all right.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Laja, thank you so much for calling in. We have quite a few people on the line. I appreciate you calling in.
No worries. Thanks.
Woo. Shantae?
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. What are your thoughts on this?
So Nene is always going to be the queen of her own spin. That's pretty much what I'm getting out of this whole thing. She will always spin things to make her look, I don't know if I say like the victim, but to come out to justify things that she said or done or gotten raveled up in. When has she ever really taken accountability and given a sincere apology? kind of like Portia. I've always said Portia's smug. Portia don't never apologize. She takes apologies. She doesn't give them. It's the same with Nene.
I'm gonna bring
Hold
up.
on a second. Siren's coming through.
No problem. I'm gonna drop him. I'm gonna bring up some other people. Okay, stay on the line. Protect the avatar.
Hey. Are we
I feel like I need to have my avatar up too.
Yes, you should. Oh, love it. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. I took a picture.
You're a mess. What are your thoughts on this Nene interview? I know you have thoughts.
Are we watching the same show as the two previous callers before Shantae? Are we watching the same show? They are talking about alliances. Oh, isn't that what Nene demanded from everybody? That everybody's aligned to her? And other than that, I get it. Like, yeah, talk, because this is why we're live here talking. No, keep talking, but you are just making a mockery of yourself, Nene. Move on. You called the machine, the Bravo machine, as a racist machine. Pick a story. Don't call them racist once, and then you say the machinery, and then you say Andy is like family to you. I'm confused. I am really confused, and I need to protect my avatar from this.
Not protect your avatar. Speaking of, just a reminder, y'all, we will be going live at about 9 p.m. Eastern to talk more about this, all about the tea situation. I'm not sure if you saw the Monica interview. We're going to talk about that and so much more that has played out since then.
I can't wait.
Stay on the line, Miriam, because I just want to take a couple of callers, okay? Okay. Finelia? Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The reason I'm calling because people keep saying that Nene keeps throwing Kandi under the bus. I've been watching this show from 2008, from the inception. And yes, Nene has done stuff that gets me on my nerves and everything. However, I don't think Nene is like jealous of Kandi, because she knew who Kandi was, you know. Let's think. But like, if we really watch the show, we will see that Kandi really does hide behind Mama Joyce and Carmen and Don Juan and all those other people. Like, they're the ones making the show, not Kandi, the one who is they're paying. We had to watch, the viewers are there to watch Kandi. However, Nene is speaking her own truth. She has a personal experience with the group, with the people on the show. And if they're asking, I don't think it's really about the donation. It was like she said in several interviews that they wanted to come together as a group and ask for other things. That these talents, especially the Black talents, they don't have health insurance. But Nene has health insurance because she worked as an actor, like when she was on Glee, on The New Normal, and all those other shows. So she has that. So she was trying to make a way for other upcoming talents, even new people like LaToya and all those other people that's coming on the show now. They don't have health insurance. There were other stuff she was asking for. So if they go as
wait, I have to call you out on this though, because even in this new interview, the only thing that she said that she was asking the network for was a donation. It wasn't, she didn't list out, health insurance or opportunity. That was actually Kandi.
No. Because
I'm telling you what Nene said in this interview just the other day.
I don't think of that interview, but I said in several other interviews, right? And because I've been watching straight from the Amy show, okay, and her dialogue with Nene, right? That was said, okay, that Nene was asking, and Nene has said it from her mouth too. They were going to ask for health insurance. They were going to ask for other different stuff for talent on the show. And yes, the donation would be part of it, but they were going to ask for other things. Now, since Nene did not have a good relationship with people like Kenya and the others, hence the reason she asked Portia, because Portia had, she had a more of a, she was speaking with them more than Nene. You understand? So if they came as a collective, then it would be stronger. And as she said before, they did it a long time ago when it was came with Kim Zolciak, that they were going to, they went as a collective, but what happened? It worked, but what happened? Kim got her own show. You know what I mean?
I do think it's interesting that Nene, because in this interview she says that she asked Portia to go because she has a better relationship. Mind you, Nene's been on the show since the beginning, and she should be the one going because she should have cultivated those relationships over the years.
Kim, that she wasn't speaking with Kenya. Her relationship with Cynthia was
no.
I
believe she was referring to the executives, not the other ladies.
No. It was like they were going to go as a collective, all the ladies on the show, not Latoya and Drew, but like Kenya, Kandi, Portia, Marlo, even Tanya at that time. There were two different groups. The group text was Marlo, Portia, Tanya, and Nene, right? And then you have Kandi and Cynthia and Kenya over there. So Portia was the middleman to put everybody together because of Nene wasn't really talking with them. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, because it was the not this reunion, the reunion when she closed her laptop and they all fell out. So the pandemic right now, and Bravo saying they put in $100 million towards Black talent. So then they say, oh well, let's everybody come together now and try and do like we did before when we stand against Kim, and whatever it is. But Kandi, what Kandi did, I'm not down in Kandi. What she thought of a different thing. She went behind the back and asked for getting new, not really employees, but even people like, listen, how do you call those people? Like you could come and work at your place for free, like undergrad interns, yes, interns. So she asked us stuff like that for Black interns, but at the end of the day, what were they really getting for that? And at the end of the day, what did Kandi get? Kandi get her new show, the oral LG Gang.
Oh, well, I have to correct. Look, I hate to keep interrupting you. Kandi's show has been in production since the end of 2019. This is before the pandemic. This is before the pandemic. And actually, she got several new Black production companies involved at Bravo. Just saying. Fidelia, because we have a lot of calls, but I appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Valisa? I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fantastic. What are your thoughts on this? I saw your reactions backstage.
My thoughts is that there are just railroading Kandi. It is just amazing. As much as she do for other people, Nene is a shit stirrer. I'm sorry for cursing on your show. I don't mean that. She starts crap and she stands back and she watch everything unfold. That's what she does, and she's been doing it for years. She did it with Kim. She did it with Sheree. She did it with what's that girl, that Sean girl, that the basketball player's wife.
Oh, Shawnee?
She not Shawnee, but the other girl.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Oh my God.
Way back.
Deshaun Snow.
Yes, Snow. That girl. She did it with all of them. She was a shit stir up then. And she's still doing it. I'm sorry. I don't like Nene personally. Don't want her to come back to the show because, like I said, she always started the mess. And basically, I love Kandi. They need to leave Kandi alone. Leave Kandi and her crew alone. They doing their own thing. See, the thing is, they're right when it comes to Nene. Kandi came in with her own. She had it. She was a boss before. She's a boss now. They can't stand it. I mean, I don't understand what's the problem. It seems like everybody that's doing their own thing on that show, Nene seems to have a problem with it for some reason. Why is that? she's the only one that can be on a famous show. You know what I'm saying? Like she's the only one can have her little spinoffs and do her little things and whatnot. Nobody else can do it.
Apparently, Candy's figured out how to do it, but according to Nene, it's by being a snitch.
I don't think she's a snitch. I don't really. What she needs to snitch about? She got her own. She's doing it.
I hate to cut you off, but I want to round out this conversation. Thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right. I see a couple of more people. I'm going to take a couple more calls and then I'm going to round out this conversation. We have almost 600 people in the chat. Be sure to like this video. And if you're watching this live afterwards, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I love hearing the different opinions. Don't think that, oh, you're only letting Team Portia or Team Nene or Team Kandi. No, I want to hear all of it. I enjoy hearing the differing opinions. Honestly, I do. I may not agree with you, but I like hearing it. All right. I'm going to Miss Ray or Miss Ree. Hi. Miss Ree? Miss Ray? Oh, there we go. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Okay. I just want to clear up. I do know what the other lady that called in and was talking about Nene complaining about them going to production. First of all, I think a lot of people don't realize production and the network are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
But they were requesting, the ladies wanted to request things for themselves. So they did want, she did suggest health insurance. They wanted them to pay for their glam. They wanted them to pay for their trips, just different stuff when it came to the ladies. Whereas Kandi agreed to that, but she wanted to do bigger. That's why she went to the network and asked for the stuff like the interns and things like that. I think that's where a lot of people are getting confused, though.
Yes.
So yeah, she was down to do what they were wanting to do. She just wanted to take it a step further. And when she did and got what she wanted, that's when, you know, the hate started.
So
well,
I think the hate's been there, but yeah. Thank you so much, Ms. Reed, for calling in. All right. I see a lot of people calling in now. Okay, I'm gonna get to you, but remember, we're going live at 9 o'clock, and I still haven't eaten. And y'all know how I get when I haven't eaten. Y'all know how I get. I'm Kandi. I turn into Kandi. We're both Tauruses. Okay, for those that I'm about to pick up, please make it quick because I would like to round out this conversation. I'm not trying to rush you people, but you don't want to see an angry, hangry Kempire. Okay, not so lucky lady. I'm gonna bring you up.
Okay, I'm gonna be fast. I just want to address two things. Nene is a chronic hypothetical pathological liar. She makes up things and then feels like other people should feel that way. And then if they don't, it's a problem. Let's be truthful. Her storyline has been drama with the females. What do we know about her real life? Her son had a whole baby mama, a whole other life that we don't know nothing about, but we found that out on the blogs. Her real dirt with Greg, we ain't find out the real dirt with her cheating. We got a little taste of it when I think that was Kim said about her Mr. Big. We got a little taste of it, but we ain't get no real dirt on her trick daddy that she had in between her marriages. So let's be real. Kandi put her whole life, her baby father, her husband, her mamas, her whole family, even her staff comes on. Nene gives us nothing but drama with the ladies.
Oh, you brought a really good point.
I'll be back at 9 o'clock.
Thank you so not so lucky lady. All right. La Gata Negra.
Hello, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. So I'll make it quick and to the point. Nene is a hater, and she always has been. She wants to be the star of Bravo, and she, in my opinion, she feels like there's no room for other people when the shine is on Kandi or on Kenya or even on Portia, she turns against them. Cynthia was her lapdog at one time. She became friends with Kenya. She stepped out, on her own, and now she and Nene are enemies. That is how she is, and she just seems like she'll always be that way.
Is that it?
Yeah.
La Gata? La Gata, is I'm pronouncing that correctly?
La Gata Negra, the black cat.
Oh. Man,
Yeah.
my Spanish teacher is
So
going to be so mad right now. Thank you so
but
much for
that was
calling
all
in.
I wanted to say. I'll be back at 9 also.
Oh, I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Thank you so much. Data, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, be careful, y'all. Kemp is paid by Kandi. They both start with the letter K, I believe. That is a lie. I wish I was paid by Kandi, but I am not. Because I called out Kandi too. I'm a fair pow pow pow. I'm a fair person when it comes to this stuff. I gave to Kandi when her restaurant was shut down because of the health violations, when she was calling out that worker at the Chick-fil-A. Look, Kandi gets it from me too. Don't get it twisted. Lulu, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment.
Sure. Hey, Kempire.
How are you?
I'm good. I'll be quick. So I'm in a, I guess, weird position of where I like both Nene and Kandi for different reasons. I like Nene because she's entertaining. She's very, animated, and she was good for the show. I like that part about her. The part that when I stopped not really feeling her is when her husband, because I love that man. I think he's one of the best husbands of the franchise, had cancer, and how she just, to me, it was a little bit more on the selfish side. Now, I like Kandi because she's very strategic. She has very business savvy. She's always thinking outside the box. I actually admire that about her. And lastly, someone say that Kandi controls Mama Joyce. That is not true. Mama Joyce will say whatever she wants, do whatever she wants. I mean, if really she did what Kandi wanted, why would she have sat down with Portia that one season when they were not good? But anywho, I'll see you at 9 o'clock. So that's it.
Thank you, Lulu. As a reminder, we will be going live at 9 p.m. Eastern to cover this All About the Tea drama. We covered it earlier in the week. Well, now there's more. Monica from All About the Tea has done an interview, so we have to do a follow-up. And I will be taking your calls to hear your thoughts on all the drama. So do your homework before we go live at 9 p.m. Eastern. Also, don't forget our new podcast episode, Lord, y'all know I've been working overtime, is now available. And it's called Save the Avatar. I think that's what it's either called Save the Avatar or Protect the Avatar. Either way, it's about the Avatar. But it's also about some of your favorite hot topics. And if you want it in an uncensored way, be sure to subscribe to Kempire Radio. Link is in the description, or just go to your favorite podcast platform, enter Kempire Radio, and we should come up. And don't forget to rate and review. Podcasts are hard to monetize, y'all. So that's a great way of letting people know more about our podcast. And that comes out every single week. Got a couple of things that I have planned for Pride Month as well. So be sure to check that out. I'm going to bring up the last couple of people. Folks, let's keep it quick and cute. Okay. Tuan Don, the door is closed. Shantae. Okay, we'll start with Shantae. Last minute thoughts on this hot topic.
All right, so I'm going to try it again. So basically, the whole thing that I've ever gotten from Nene is just she spins things to try to go in her favor. And it doesn't work because we see what we see. It's between the fact that you can't be in the same space as her and have people interested in you, because she'll find some way to throw some hate your way, like she did with Tanya. She'll find some way to use you to her advantage, like she did with Cynthia. All those years, Cynthia was gatekeeping her friendship with Nene. She'll find a way to make you look any way less than favorable of her. And it's coming out even more because she's bitter that she's not there anymore. Wow. And she's showing us everything that she was nothing without that show. Because look at how big her head got when she got Glee, when she got the New Normal. Her role was over on Glee. New Normal got canceled because it was a crap show. She couldn't keep that.
I really wanted to like that show.
Whatever. It was not that great of a show to stay on the air past one season and several episodes. So then she had nothing to brag about and coast on anymore. And that just made her bitter deep down inside. And she got worse. Even when you can't even defend yourself against her. You notice that she'll start something and you can't defend yourself. Kandi, on the other hand, had her number from the jump. Remember that she was like, if you don't get out of my face, I'm going to get blown up on your. And Nene just couldn't take it. From the day one, Kandi made it very clear, you are not going to come up in my face. You are not going to continue to yell at me, scream at me, do things, accuse me of stuff, and think I'm going to back down. You want to fight? Let's get a fight. Nene's not used to that. So that's when she said, fine, I'm just going to have to resign myself to the fact that Kandi is just a little bit ghetto, and she's not going to do what I want her to do. She's very much used to being in control, I noticed. Yeah. So when she can't control a narrative, when she can't have the upper hand, she resorts to the bull. Wow. That's what she's shown us from the very beginning. There's no redeeming qualities in her.
Damn. Thank you, Shantae. I hope I'll see you at 9. Shantae's like, I got a life. I'm not coming back at 9. Natalie, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, thank you for all of your hard work, Kempire. We appreciate you, and I appreciate you all being here. The door is closed. Last minute thoughts on this?
Oh my God, the Kool-Aid, the Nene Kool-Aid was real today. I am like, did we watch the same show? Please sit down. You closed the door by saying that they are racist. And now she is just boiling that she sees that the show is still relevant somehow, either via Bolo or via Limon Nobadia. Is mad that she's not part of it. Yes, she's promoting her launch. Yes, she can talk about the show, but please don't show hate. Don't infer that Kandi is a snitch. And to all those people who saying Kandi hides behind her mom, Kandi is bringing her family to the show. Isn't this what we all want to see, the family dynamics? And Kandi will be fine with the show or without the show. I think it's a battle of egos here. And what is killing and eating Portia, Portia and I'm respecting you. Mm-hmm. Portia and Nene is that they thought small and Kandi thought big. Everything that they were asking was self-serving as talent of Bravo. They were asking for makeup. They were asking for hair. Yeah, that's good. But that benefits them as part of the talent of the show. Meanwhile, Kandi, everything she asked was not for her. She changed the course of how they hire, of how they can diversify. Yes, Kandi has other shows, but guess what? You know why they keep giving her spinoffs? Because her spinoffs are really good for ratings. So it's not like because they love Kandi, they really they are building other people up to tear them down, just like they did with Nene, now with Portia. Kandi, with or without the show, she is going to be untouchable. She is untouchable. Her machine is working. She has several jobs. She does stuff that we don't agree with sometimes. But please, try to be relevant without attacking someone that's really way more successful than you are. Because it's obvious why you're doing that. Ooh. Hi, Nene. I know you're watching. Oh, see you at 9, Nene.
Thank you, Miriam. I'll see you at 9 o'clock. Twan the Don, last minute thoughts?
Man, I wish Nene signed a DNR on her career, because the next time this thing goes down, I need it to stay down. It's really getting annoying. And her fans, I mean, to be honest, it's like they drive me insane. They never spit facts. All they say, she's the queen, she's the queen, she's the queen. What makes her a queen? What makes her the person that y'all think we should be worshiping and backing when she have done nothing but tear people apart, tear people down? Every time when she has sat there and had a disagreement with somebody, or she could not control them, she done slandered them through the media. She done said any and everything. But then look how she flipped when you're back good with her. Oh my God, that's my friend. I love her. She is awesome for the show. Come on now. Which one is it? Is she horrible or is she awesome? Nene don't really show us anything other than she's ignorant. She's jealous. She's extremely childish too. I just really think. Also, I'm gonna go into the whole Trump check thing. You see how that blew up? She wants to feel like she's the only one making it. And I'm gonna correct something that I said a few days ago that people did not understand.
Not a few days ago.
Well, no, it goes into tonight too. I mentioned something about her business. I wasn't talking about the Lanithia. I was actually mentioning why it took so long since she'd been on the show to start her very first business, as in like back when she was opening up swag and everything. It took a minute for that to start. Like you waited till about what, season 7, I guess, season 7, around season 7, season 8, when you just now opening up a store. You should have been did this when you were really booming, because you would have then not felt so attacked when Tanya said highs and lows. I mean, to be honest, I love Kandi. I love Kenya. And at the end of the day, whenever they do something wrong, I call them out. But I didn't see nothing wrong that they did. Kandi just wanted to make sure that she opened the door for other Black people, not just the girls there. Because all of them have a bag. But she's trying to get more Black people to get a bag, because they don't have somebody fighting for them. And she wanted to fight. So if we're going to attack Kandi for fighting for other Black lives, and we out here supporting Black Lives Matter, and she's supporting them a whole nother way, then hey, shame on y'all for sitting up and thinking that she did not care when she's actually fighting for Black lives to become more noticed in the industry. I'll see you at 9.
Thank you so much, Tawanda Dunn, and drop the mic on that one. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the super sticker. I'm so mad on StreamYard, you can't see the sticker. Luckily, I have the chat up on YouTube so I can see the sticker. Thank you guys so much. Everyone, she said candy coated 9. Y'all are a mess. Okay, we have over 500 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. And if you're not subscribed, you're getting daily and consistent hot topics here on the channel. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. TikTok, be sure to tap that screen to get more people in the room. Don't forget, at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will be going live again to break down this whole Monica from All About the Tea interview that she did on her own channel, and the follow-up and the fallout from all of that. I will be taking your phone calls as well, because I want to hear what you have to say, because as I always say, this is our daytime, nighttime talk show. Be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. And as I said before, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, because as I said to you before, you're getting what? Daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and more. Shout out to my mods. Thank you guys so much for the super chats and super stickers. And shout out to everyone that called in and shared their thoughts. Everyone. I don't care if you were defending Nene. I don't care if you were defending Kandi. I don't care if you just came in to say, hey. I appreciate everyone's thoughts, and I appreciate everyone being respectful of each other in the chat and on the phone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys at 9 o'clock.